everyone, welcome. It's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. This is a Divine Feminine Twin Flame read today. I have 12 signs as well. I wasn't actually going to post anything today, but this read had so much stuff that matched up with a lot of other things that were coming up this week, so I really wanted to get the information out there. And actually the 12 card read I had done already, I redid just now, and the same cards were coming up here as in the read for the Divine Feminine, so there's some characters there matching up, so we'll get into that. So this is for the Divine Feminine Twin Flames. It is October 7, 2019. The 7 is all about the Chariot, boldly going forward, moving, traveling, in any sense of the word, ascension, upward as well. Then we have the day adding up to 2911, which is the Three of Wands. The 11, of course, very spiritual and visionary, and the Three of Wands, for me now, is about staying present in the present moment. So the Chariot, making a bold move, and then staying present in every moment as you're moving, even if you're moving. So just have to warn you, too, I didn't sleep again last night. So I slept really well the night before, and then not the night before that, so... But I feel fine to do the read right now. I wasn't so fine this morning. I slept for like an hour or so this morning, so I think that helped a little bit. When I was putting out the cards today, the clarifiers, double fives came up as well as double eights. And again, we talked about greased lightning yesterday with the 5 and the 8. And the Syrian Starseed deck, which is the main deck for the read, was cut at 11:46 to 47, which is the 46 is the 6 of Cups, which is the last card in this read, and the 47 is the 7 of Cups. I saw the 55 and 88, that was at 11:55, which is Justice and the Truth. And then Greased Lightning, so something, it's something big that can happen here. The feminine read was done at 12:7 to 8, 7 the Chariot, 8 the Strength card, and both of them were significant here. The major arcana for the read were Reason, which is the Emperor, Solar Deity, which is the Sun, the Star, and then before the read was Transition and Reflection, which are Death and the Hermit. Nothing after the read. There were 2 Cups, 3 Wands, 2 Pentacles, 1 Sword, and the Court cards were only the Queen of Swords within the main part of the read. Before the read, the Page of Pentacles came up, and after the read, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles also came up. For the numbers and the code line message that were all about love, communication, and parenting, and again, communication, the C was blocked, so it said communication. So love, communication, and parenting. And I definitely was getting for the feminine today, it was more about parenting yourself than your children, but definitely a lot of kid stuff was coming up, and it wasn't just about the feminine's family. A lot of divine masculine stuff was coming up here. A lot of masculine comes up in both reads. It's just the nature of the beast here. So the code line and the numbers. The numbers, we had 11, 23, 21. 23 is the King of Wands. The 21 is the World. We had 77, which is the Sovereign, the 9 of Pentacles. The sequence, 7, 8, 9, and 10 begin again. And there's a little hesitation on the 10, okay? Not quite on to the new cycle, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 begin again. Then we had 14 of the Temperance card, or the Patience, Angels, 17 of the Star, and then 46 again, the Children in the Garden, the 6 of Cups. The message here about love, communication, and parenting was for the feminine, seeing I, the wounded warrior, the sad sack that needs a hug. And that's why it's very much about parenting for yourself today. And that was really it. It was very obvious message here. So we start here with the Emperor there, the Reason. So we had over here, this is the Transition or Death card. Then this is the 7 of Pentacles, the Hermit or Reflection card, and then this is the Seeker of Pentacles or Page of Pentacles, and then the Emperor or the Reason card on top. So he was coming up reversed mostly in the energy today here. The Emperor reversed, out of control, possibly abusive power, or could be someone who's sick, near death, or has passed recently, or just dead tired, implementing a plan, or the Divine Feminine's heart being open, and the Hermit now though without opportunity. The Page of Cups, message of love, holding their tongue, while the Queen of Cups reversed was coming up as the sad sack. Okay, so that can be the feminine, but it was coming up in other ways as well. Also could be the Emperor keeping a mother and child apart, because the Queen of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups could be, I was definitely getting a birthing where they're taking the child from the mother. So whether it was a planned adoption or whether someone's taking the child away from the mother without them knowing it, like maybe telling them the child didn't survive or something, I don't know. Or they're selling the baby. Or somebody delivered the baby at home. Like it could have been the father who delivered his daughter's child or his granddaughter's child. So things like that were definitely coming up, and we'll get more into that at the end of the read. But Taurus was coming up, married. Anything about the Hierophant here, which has to do with any kind of commitment, establishment, tradition, all those energies, religion. But marriage being one of those contracts, and that just the Taurus energy. But they're coming up as sad also. Sleeping outside. And they could be just crying tears of joy too, if they've just had a child or a grandchild, that kind of thing. Sleeping outside, unable to move, walking away and within, secret passion, secret out, resisting changes, or just dead tired. Disconnected, Knight of Wands on his way, bringing his or her magic wand. With a right lead foot, natural boots and gown. Old man may have passed, trotted right past them, not seeing eye to eye. The Divine Feminine dead tired, so he all of a sudden has energy to spare, referring to the Divine Masculine, and then spare tire also came up. So whether that was a flat or someone feels like they have too much weight on them, it could be both of those things. Justice reversed is being seen out in public, and that can be a Libra energy as well, that it's unfair. The Knight of Cups offers love, while the Hermit sheds light on impatience, bad temper, and fallen angels. Libra reversed, Virgo is upright, and Sagittarius reversed right here. Love given is passing right through to the dark. It's like any energy the feminine sends to the masculine seems to be just going right through him. Shedding light on the trot and the fallen angel with the bad temper. Unrequited love came up in the underlying energy, but below that was finances and career. Offering love, then exposing all their negative aspects. So the masculine seeing this about the feminine. Offering love, but then saying negative things about them. Which we're not. We're just talking about wounds that need to come up. But that can be their perspective. Sad, happy memories, which is a contradiction, but that's how it was coming up. So just looking at old pictures, and maybe it's a sad moment, but it's a happy memory. Standing up for self, surrendering to synchronicities, and as a POW, or prisoner of war. If she wants, it's like the feminine saying to the masculine, if she wants to win, go for it. It's not a game to me anymore, it's just love. Then the feminine will be a POW forever, her heart on your head. Slow as a turtle to get to the good stuff, you putting truth aside every time you touch her or whoever sits in your lap. Showing off their builder bodies, yet still needing to fantasize about little old Divine Feminine. While the man in the background with hands on your torch and leading the goat by a leash, and that references to Capricorn energy, it could be the masculine as well. Messenger bird listening in to everything he says. Spiritual partnership comes up here, which was number 27, and below that was new beginnings, which is number 1. And new passionate lovers suffering in silence, walking away and within, inspired by weakness and ego death, escaping the box, pushing the outer limits of finding self to be inspired. The King of Cups is up right here, just in the underlying energies, and then they become reversed. So it could be that he delivered a child, and he's happy about that, but then goes back to being reversed, especially if they had to give the child up for adoption or something like that. The King of Cups with a secret smile, with Saturn hanging over his head, happy to be dumped, or giving up the juice, now dry and proud of themselves, but still with temptations, purging the barbershop, feeling trapped at times, finding the way out, but foot caught in chains or spokes, caught in the gears, and may have lost their foot, getting over a trauma, and purging in general. So this could be an old trauma wound for any masculine, or it could be a recent injury where someone lost their foot. But either way, it's a big trauma that's coming up here for the masculines to purge. And that was at 1 o'clock. Or crying over the loss of a father, memories together at the barbershop. And then recently for the divine feminine is the star reversed, depressed, lack of hope, pushed to their emotional limits, and then getting right back to work, possibly at home or on their union. Standing up for self, coming clean about secret passion, that the secret is out. The foundation for the feminine is the Four of Pentacles in the Assyrian Starseed deck. That's, for me, the divine masculine's heart, the bat cave. So the masculine holding on loosely, his heart, or the bat cave, the Knight of Pentacles offering help, proposes an offer to out of control Queen of Wands reversed, or it can be out of control Leo, separate from the Queen of Wands reversed, who could be Sagittarius, and then walking away and within again, or Aries too. Queen of Wands can be any of those three, the fire signs. Then walking away and within again, after dealing with this, an insecure and manipulative Leo, and depressed Queen of Wands reversed. The central energy here is the Sun, exposes holding back a new life. Kids with lots of energy in need of help with their schooling, and then they are free to play, or he is then free to take a leap. The challenge being the wounded warrior reverse, the surrender, knowing the feminine is a third party in a situation, and third party to gossip and overindulgences, and controlling their third energy and frustrations around that. Powerless and burdened, but leading the way, completing family emotional cycle of energy stealing, or in other words, dark mother energy stealing over indulgences, taking energy from their children. The King of Cups reversed, detached, King of Pentacles, stealing energy from the divine feminine. The karmic is done aligning with their desires, powerless to obsession for giving attention to third energy frustrations of union, deadly poison arrow, fallen angel. So this fallen angel kept coming up repeatedly through here. Definitely can be a Sagittarius, or it doesn't have to be, but that comes up with the Temperance card reversed. And it could just be someone who's really been losing their temper, someone who doesn't normally, that normally they're a patient angel and now they're losing their temper all the time. Now crowning is the Ace of Cups reversed, purging on a quest to connect in the 5D with the King of Pentacles, letting go to repair things or fix things with the third party and fire swallower Sagittarius. In the wake of sudden event, and that fire swallower can reference drama queen as well, in the wake of sudden events, post-death or near-death experience, a call to action, final judgment, announcement or separation and heartbreak, a poor student who never learns to stop hurting themselves and others, drinking too much and chasing girls, and King of Wands recovering from end of cycle and another world, giving truth to the King of Swords about keeping quiet and verbal abuse, powerless in nightmare of suffering and deceptive silence, and hostage, Queen of Wands reversed at home, with flame always between, grieving death and dark night of impatient fallen angel. Soon is the Queen of Swords reversed, frustrated in painful ending, betrayal, back pain, expressing feelings and energetic exchange, and happiness with self, though, amidst all of this. Hearing announcements or listening to announcements and suffering in silence. Synchronicities and glowing, starting over without settling, with the Emperor reversed out of control, or just ego death, but pretending not to see. The feminine is seeing themselves as the Seven of Wands. It's standing up for themselves, but even more so in this deck is about rising above the ashes, like the phoenix rising. Rising up to tango, standing up for yourself, expressing feelings and energy without option, uninspired and frustrated. The Queen of Swords reversed, twins suffering in silence. Around the feminine, or how they're seen, is the Ace of Wands reversed, frustrated presently, hanging out in limbo in another world, moving toward peace. Clearing blocks of overwork or not working, or whatever they're doing is not working, detoxing, disconnect, breakups, and surrendering. At war, defending work and aligned with desires of warpath or brokenness. Hanging a shingle over the Chariot reversed, which is that brokenness. The not ascending, the not moving forward. And that was at 150, which is the Magician and the Ten of Cups. Hanging a shingle over the Chariot reversed. And that could just be also a Cancer person, someone who has Cancer. Love comes up here. Again, the communication and parenting. So you could be parenting yourself, children, as well as other people who need caring. So there's definitely completion here. Feeling overwhelmed in detox, definitely with sexual desires included here. The twins both wanting to hold each other, knowing happiness is within themselves, holding on loosely to the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, by the way, was the only one who was upright here today. The Kings were all upright except for the King of Cups. But the Emperor and the Empress were both reversed. The Scorpio, Sag, Aries in ego death. While spying on fallen angel, feeling guilt and shame, and reporting back to the King of Wands, which can be a devilish energy. Also can just be a King of Wands who's got Capricorn. Twins with high vibration, not sharing, and imbalanced, implementing a plan, but the Empress is reversed in a dysfunctional family. And that definitely can come up as a mother or a grandmother, an old, like a powerful woman who's running a dysfunctional family. It's like the sham fam coming up, because the Ten of Cups is coming up upright, but it's being led by this Empress reversed. And I wasn't getting her sick today. This was coming up as someone trying to control the family. The Queen of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups reversed are separated. So they came up again together at the end. They were at the beginning and the end. The Queen of Cups and the Page of and the Page of Cups, I'm sorry. Mother and child are separated. The Knight of Pentacles is there to keep the Ten of Cups family happy, like doing everything for them, to make appearances look good. But then at the end, the Lovers and the King of Cups reversed are destined. So the King of Cups was upright and reversed within this read, or it could be two separate King of Cups, two different water signs. The one in the underlying energy was upright with a smile on his face, but purging. So that could be tears of joy, but all the other things that came up in the read as well. But here's some other things that I just wanted to touch base on because they were just really coming up. They were all things that I had experienced or seen on movies this week. So the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups were both reversed. So they could both also be the Emperor and the Empress reversed because they match up. And they often come up that way for me. So they could be a Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine's parents or the karmic's parents. So the Emperor and Empress reversed could also be the same as the Queen of Cups and King of Cups reversed, but they could also be two separate couples. But they gave up, someone may have given up a child or gave their child to their sister, maybe who couldn't conceive. The Queen of Wands reversed, weak or out of control, depressed, and she definitely could have given birth here. I was getting either one. The more likely that the Queen of Wands gave birth, but the Queen of Cups could have also been the one to give birth. So either or, but not the other two. Let's see here. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is upright, so she was the only queen that was upright. The Queen of Wands reversed, weak or out of control, depressed, possibly given money for the child, like for all the time and effort to have the baby. It was either her own child or a surrogate. Leo, out of control manipulator, could be a middleman for the child exchange, like, you know, it could be some illegal kind of payment to take the baby. Or it's legal and there was just some kind of middleman there, like social work or something. But someone might have had a child on purpose to make money, so being a surrogate. A judge, fallen angel, as my voice is going during that whole thing, so somebody's not telling the whole truth. A judge, maybe a fallen angel, also steps down, as I'm really getting choked up here. A judge, fallen angel, steps down from the court. King of Wands upright, could be a Sagittarius, because that came up for the other 12 signs that I pulled. And the King of Cups came up as Libra earlier. The Queen of Cups reversed could be a Sagittarius also, who's sick, or the Queen of Cups reversed, caring for a King of Wands who is sick. So an older man, like a nursemaid type thing. She may be crying, upset, or she may be doing something wrong to him, making him sick. The Emperor reversed and the Empress reversed, like I said, and the King and Queen of Cups reversed could be the same. The King and Queen of Pentacles were both upright, and the King of Swords was not. Like King of Swords was upright, Queen of Swords was reversed, so they don't even have to be together. They could be separate people, or it could be a couple where one's up and the other reversed. And the same with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. He was upright, she was reversed. The Emperor reversed may have delivered his own child or his child's child. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords may be screaming and chasing away the Queen of Cups reversed from their child, the Page of Cups. So that could be a boyfriend protecting her from her mother. The King of Cups upright, who also could be Capricorn, may have dumped a Leo, or Leo is weak after birthing and giving up a child, or the King of Cups is crying tears of joy, maybe becoming a father or grandfather, while suffering in silence about their twin lover, though. So that's definitely coming up as a divine masculine, the King of Cups. And then in the 12 card read before, just some of the cards that were popping up at me before I picked them up. Scorpio was coming up with sudden wealth and the Ace of Swords. So the truth comes out and there's sudden wealth. Capricorn had come up with the Ace of Wands, and the message of concern. And that's the one where there's an illness there. Libra came up with Courthouse and the King of Cups. And then Virgo came up 2 of Swords reversed and the Courtship card. Taurus came up 3 of Swords and the Gift. And around that I was getting just right away transplant surgery. So someone might have received a transplant, maybe from a relative who passed away. As I'm losing my voice again. So maybe someone doesn't have the words. The Emperor reversed, Divine Masculine's heart, the Batcave, rose above, third energy frustration, depressed, exposed, and challenged by surrender. The Queen of Swords reversed, done aligning, but pushed to their emotional limits. And Queen of Swords is already mourning upright, so she could be in extreme depression and mourning here. Or she could be really wicked. The Queen of Wands reversed is done aligning, pushed to their emotional limits. Both twins, the Emperor reversed, depressed and purging. The Divine Masculine's heart holding on in the Batcave, exposed to joy or kids, challenged by the Wounded Warrior reversed, in surrender and purging, standing up for themselves. The Queen of Swords reversed, with third energy controlled, but still frustration with alignment not working for twins at the moment. The Queen of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups, and then that Knight of Pentacles offering help or money to the 10 of Cups family. But I'm not getting a good feeling about that. Like he shouldn't be doing this for the family. And should they be doing this at all with whatever was going on between the Queen of Cups reversed and the Page of Cups? So the Knight of Pentacles could just be another child in the situation with the Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles, because in the beginning it came up Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, and Knight of Swords reversed. So they could be another child, and one could be a boyfriend of, or girlfriend of the child, that kind of thing. But the Knight of Pentacles coming up here is offering help. It's like also the Knight of Pentacles is down there by the Queen of Wands, offering money or help to the Leo Queen of Wands reversed, or they're two separate people where the Leo's out of control middleman, and the the Knight of Pentacles is offering their help to them, or money as payment to that Leo and or the Queen of Wands reversed, which could be delivering a baby. The Queen of Cups reversed, and yeah, there we go, with the 10 of Cups family. So that's it for the Divine Feminine read. And I'll show you the cards real quickly, and then I'm going to get into the 12 card read. All right, so you have the Emperor there. Recent past is the Star. The underlying energy is the 4 crystals. That's the Batcave, the Divine Masculine's heart. And the clarifying cards you see underneath there. You have that, the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card reversed, and then the Queen of Wands. And up top is the Magician reversed there with the Star card. I'm going to pull the card up so you can see the clarifiers there. All right, so we have the 8 of Cups there too. The center card is the Sun. Then we have the 9 of Flames as the challenge. Other underlying energies here. And then we have the Ace of Cups at the top there. Scrolling over and down there to the Sage of Orbs, which is that Queen of Swords in the near future position. Then the feminine seeing themselves as the 7 of Wands. Okay, and then you have the Romance Angel cards there. Free yourself, soulmate, express your love and new love for the feminine. Around them, or how they may be seen, is that Ace of Wands, but it was reversed today, which can be controlling your third energy or frustrating energy for sure. Then the blocks that the feminine needs to clear has to do with the Eight of Pentacles, which has to do with overworking or not working at all, or what you're doing isn't working, and getting past those blocks. And then we have love, communication, and parenting you see there, and then completion there at the top. We end there on the Six of Cups, which is upright, which is good. And then above that was the Queen of Cups, which you can't see at all. Just that little bit of green is the Queen of Cups. And then the Page of Cups is above that. The Queen of Cups was reversed, but the Page of Cups upright, and then the Knight of Pentacles is upright, and then that Ten of Cups is at the top there. And then we end up there on the Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers up there too, but the King of Cups is reversed. Then we come over here. I've just put down the Rider-Waite deck cards. So the top cards are the underlying energies, and then Aries starts with that Knight of Wands, and we go across down to Pisces on the right with the Temperance card, and then I have summary cards down here as well, so we'll get into all of them. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay. So we're going to pull some more cards too. Before I forget, I'm going to tell you that in these summary cards down here, I just want to show you now so I don't forget later. The King of Pentacles and the King of Cups here, they came up twice in this read together like this, okay? So this is very important. I don't know if it's the same person with the two aspects of the same person or if they're two separate people, but all four kings were coming up around the same situation here. So it looked like there was four different people at least, if not the Emperor too. All right, so we'll get to that. So we're going to pull the Kipper deck and the Thoth deck too, and then we'll clarify as we go. Okay, so take a deep breath, you guys. It is October 7, 2019. For the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Let's clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all is concerned, and fill with only beautiful, organic, love, and diamond light. And so it is. Okay, so this is for Aries to Pisces, all 12 signs. Aries to Pisces, all 12 signs. Aries to Pisces, all 12 signs. Okay. So for Aries, we have courtship, which this was actually on Virgo earlier. So it might be something between them. We have Taurus has courthouse. Take my little thingy off here. Then we have Gemini has the pathway with the tower. Taurus was the Six of Swords, and Aries had the Knight of Wands. And Cancer has the Six of Cups along with the mature woman. So that can definitely be mother and children, or it can be divine feminine. This is for Leo, distant horizons. And the Knight of Swords reversed. Virgo has official person along with the Five of Cups upright. Libra has thoughts, and that can definitely be the masculine thinking about the feminine, and that's the Two of Cups reversed in disconnect. And then we have the Scorpio with the house, and that's Eight of Swords. So it could be prison or anxiety. Okay, then we have Sagittarius with changes going on. There was definitely child changes coming up when I did the cards earlier with this. It had the child and the change and the mature man and the privileged lady, okay? So it's coming up for Sag. And then for Capricorn with the, and that was with the Four of Cups reversed for Sag. Capricorn is the Queen of Wands reversed with the false person, okay? So watch out for the Capricorn there. Then we have the Aquarius with community, with the Eight of Cups reversed, so dealing with the energies while doing the work, being uncomfortable, you know, with your feelings. Then we have Pisces here with gift, and the Temperance card, which is really beautiful. Then the card for everybody, we have imprisonment, so this anxiety card's coming up again, and despair, right? So definitely some anxiety coming up here. There's definitely more masculine energy coming up here, but let's see what else. Unexpected income. And we'll pull one more. And occupation, okay? So it really has to do with work, finding jobs, feeling imprisoned in the work that you do, or just, and you do, and then the, or just anxiety, you know, fears, stress, that kind of stuff. So the underlying energy is the journey, just the trick of the trade, right? And the lovers, okay? And there's the wealthy man. So this is the underlying energy. There may be a health concern. So this could be, he could be the wealthy man, or he could be the father or father-in-law of the wealthy man, or someone around them, okay? But this is the underlying energy, the journey, the lovers, the wealthy man, and the concern. And then there's mature man behind that as well. Okay, now we go to the Thoth deck. Take a deep breath. Best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? It's October 7, 2019. October 7, 2019. Clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all is concerned. Filling with only beautiful, organic love and diamond light. October 7, 2019. Aries to Pisces, all 12 signs. So this is for Aries, we have the Tower. For Taurus, the Princess of Swords. So it's like the Page of Swords, but the feminine. They have both in this deck. Then for Gemini, we have Art, which is like the Temperance card. Cancer has Oppression. Leo has the Ace of Discs, but it's reversed. Virgo has the Queen of Wands upright. So there's two different Queen of Wands here. We have Success for Libra. And then for Scorpio, we have Gain, which is the Nine of Discs. That's like the Sovereign card. All right. Then we have Sagittarius, Defeat, with the Five of Swords. For Capricorn, we have the Princess of Discs, reversed. So it's like the Page of Pentacles, but reversed, but it is the Princess. So there's three different feminine energies. That's definitely Capricorn female. Aquarius has the Priestess, the High Priestess, but it's reversed. Then we have Pisces has Valor. So that's the Seven of Wands, like standing up for yourself, that card. Okay. Then for everybody, we have the Worry card, which is the Five of Discs. So it's that, you know, being left out in the cold, but this then is reversed. So it's recovery. Recovering or healing. All right. Then we have Completion reverse. So it's not quite complete. This is like Four of Wands. Yeah. It's like Four of Wands reverse. So there could be a move or an end of a marriage. Okay. Because someone's left out in the cold. Somebody could have gotten fired from work or left work, or just out in the cold because the weather got really cold. And then we have the Prince of Swords, just like the Page of Swords in the masculine energy. Okay, so it's definitely communication. That could be a message as well. And then we have Satiety, which is like the Ten of Cups, all right? So that could be that sham fam energy. So a message about recovering back into the fold, someone being allowed back in the family now. Things aren't quite complete yet. Definitely messages, or a child who's the Prince of Swords, and then total emotional fulfillment. So it looks like anyway, okay? But the sham fam is definitely coming up today, okay? So we have the underlying at the bottom of the deck is the Works, which is the Three of Discs or Pentacles, but it's reversed. So some kind of issues at work, or third-party issues through work, or someone leaving or getting fired, or all those kind of issues at work. Then we have Happiness below that, which is the Nine of Cups. Okay. And no change here, because this is the Two of Discs, so that's breaking patterns too. But there's happiness on your own here in possibly leaving a work situation. And there's that definitely could be leaving, because then we have journey as the underlying energy as well. And so now we're going to start shuffling the mini deck for them, the Rider-Waite. Okay, so this is the Rider-Waite mini. I'm going to start with Aries. We'll do all the fire signs first. It's columns of fire, then earth, then air, then water. So the underlying energy here, the Five of Pentacles, is the 5th card down at the bottom of the deck. So the underlying energy is going from this, where there's definitely people left out in the cold, fired, kicked out of a church or community as well, or left on their own accord. They'd rather be poor than deal with whatever was going on there. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So you have 7, 8, 7, 8 there as well. But that 7 of Wands is reversed, so feeling defenseless there. But that's learning to not care, you know. If they have an issue with you, then that's their problem, not yours. You know, if you're being loving and in your truth, then it's learning to, you know, just walk away when you need to. And that's for the earth signs. All right, so for fire, we have the 8 of Wands upright. So there's a lot of travel, communication, a lot of heated exchanges, energetic exchange, sharing of feelings, arrows of love, all that kind of stuff goes under the 8 of Wands. It's very quick movement. Okay. So I'm getting very sweaty right now, so there's a lot of masculine energy coming in. We have the Knight of Wands with the courtship, so that's that masculine energy coming in, and the Tower. There's a lot. So someone's coming in for somebody, okay? This is very sexual energy here. And the courtship with the 4 could be like the 4 of Wands. So there's a lot of wand, and you know, the Tower energy, that's all fire too. So let's see what else is coming up. And then you have the arrows of love up top. So Aries definitely maybe coming in for the kill. Let's see. Here you go. Very childlike, energetic energy after a betrayal or a long, painful ending. Okay, fine. But over isolating, maybe, you know, going out of your head a bit, and then now needing to come out. So this person may be going to get this person, make them all better. There you go. They may be asking them to marry them. Okay, that's Aries. Really nice, Aries. Leo has the Knight of Swords reversed, Distant Horizons, and Ace of Discs, and I'm sweating my butt off right now, guys. A lot of masculine energy here. All right, so this can be either biting your tongue or holding back an announcement, or it's someone who's very verbally abusive or just chasing someone down, screaming at them. Distant Horizons, you notice there's no water there, and this is all air, so it could be very Aquarius-y. And then the Ace of Discs reversed. So it's holding back a new beginning or needing money to go forward. Could be stalling, playing ball, playing hardball now before any new beginning, or not giving money to someone. This one could be pissed because they can't do what they want to do until they get this money. So that's Leo. Why is there some fast-paced communications here with Leo? Trying to get their hands on this money to do what they want to do. Why does Leo have these cards? All right. So the High Priestess. So it could be a secret as well here, keeping to herself without option. And this could be clinging to a death. Someone's clinging, you know, we're talking about someone with money, so it could be an inheritance they're waiting for. So they're, you know, this person is clinging to their life. And they have no option but to wait and just keep to themselves. This also could be a near-death experience. It could be the Dark Knight energy, but just basically not allowing the changes to happen also. With the Two of Swords reversed is about gaining clarity about the situation. Like a decision's been made. So if it's not death, someone may, you know, not change their mind, but finally decide to, they've got enough information to go forward with the complete change. Or someone may pass. But yeah, there's definitely money involved here, a new life. They're kind of stuck until something comes through. All right. And then they can go forward with what they want to do. Yeah, with the kind of work they want to do. So they just feel stuck right now, the Leo energy. Whether it's financial or whether it's waiting for something to come through. Communications, travel. Up top could be traveling around the world too. Okay, so then Sagittarius is Four of Cups reversed. The change and then defeat, which is the Five of Swords. This is like the enemy and the war within, which is also the war without. So this is about starting over again in love or whatever things you love to do, but starting over, not settling this time, no longer bored, making a change, and just really adamantly standing in your truth and not letting anyone sway you from your truth. A lot of heated communications there. So let's see what's coming up for Sagittarius. Why does Sagittarius have these cards, especially the Five of Swords? All right, so Sag has these guys. All right, so somebody's juggling, trying to show their high vibration there. But there's some injustice here about completion, and this could also be the sealed divine feminine, having to do with after the battle. It's like after the fighting is over, someone's not satisfied because they feel it's not fair. So for that, as far as they're concerned, the war is still on because it's not fair. The changes that were made, they're not settling, right? They're not settling this time. So they're not finished fighting. This person may be finished fighting, but they're not, okay? And it could be over a home as well, okay? And that car was parked in front of a home, okay? So they could be fighting about a home in a split. Definitely a lot of back and forth communication there too. So now we go to Taurus. Taurus has Six of Swords, trying to find a peaceful place, calmer waters. Going to the courthouse, and we're going to get married. Somebody could be getting their license too. There's a Princess of Swords here. Now the earth signs all have that feeling defenseless to the energies there. Like, you know, they're with a kid, it could be because they're defenseless to whatever their parents allow them to do. But this definitely could be going for your driving test for sure. Hoping it's a peaceful ride. Really anything, getting paperwork. This could be just minor stuff, paperwork that's legal. It doesn't have to be going to the courthouse, but it can be. Can be going to the courthouse to get a marriage license. Or a court case. But it seems minor today, like it's a peaceful trip today. It's not a big court date or anything like that. So let's see why this is coming up for Taurus and why Taurus feels defenseless to the energies of that today. Maybe waiting for the final divorce to come in. Okay, so this is coming up for Taurus. So dysfunctional family, loss of family income or legacy, inheritance, being present to the dysfunction, to the breakdown, the chaos, okay? This is like being at peace in the present moment around a lot of chaos. You don't want these two both reversed together, okay? So could be as simple as a car that broke down, but this can be war. This can be a breakout of a war. So this could be connected to Sag, who's not done fighting, okay? This is someone trying to keep their cool and stay present while the war still isn't over. Loss of money, family members, whatever it is. But then we have the star card. So this can just be an Aquarius that you're dealing with. We have Cancer here also, and Earth energy. But it could just be an Aquarius who you're fighting with, or this is healing from the situation. Somebody could have gone to the hospital by ambulance, all right? Maybe there was a big fight, or someone in the family just, something happened to them and they got hurt and they're taken to the hospital, but they're healed here, so it's okay. All right, so this is after the war, post-war trauma, okay? So this could be any kind of fight or accident or, yeah, just being on the warpath. Could definitely be a fight with family. It could literally be a physical fight. It could be a fight over money, fight for stardom, to be the one in the light of the family, you know, in the family's good graces. But now the war is over. There may be some apologies. But yeah, there may be some PTSD left over there, though, for the King of Swords reversed, okay? So he may not be happy, even though it's over. So that could be Sagittarius energy as well. Okay, so then we go to Virgo, the Five of Cups. So that's all about sadness and loss. Can be dealing with a death situation, guilt, shame, loss, anything that deals with that. Can be feeling sorry for yourself. It can be not letting go of that third baton to finish the race or start from the beginning, but making a choice, but instead vacillating back and forth, making yourself crazy. This is an official person and the Queen of Wands, who's upright. So very passionate. And this doesn't have to be the Queen of Wands. These could be two separate people, or they could be the same. This could be a masculine and feminine, or this can both be the Queen of Wands, or this official person can be just very animated here with the Queen of Wands, very lively and have a lot of personality. But someone's just sad and trying to get over something. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. Being creative in an official capacity in how to get around this sadness, like how a creative way, figuring out something creative to a solution to the problem. That's what I'm getting for Virgo. All right, so this for me is that suffering in silence for the twins, and this is about spreading the word, and this is about aligning with your desires, working out the details, getting all your ducks in a row, okay, and just working with your hands, and this could be dealing with kids while you're working. And suffering in silence. This definitely can be a masculine energy. It can be the feminine as well. But doing the work while around other energies and suffering in silence. Very difficult with the deception because they can't tell anyone. All right. So that's, it's like being official. Like as a parent, you can't just let your kids know what's going on, especially if you have young kids. So you kind of have to just put up or shut up with the loss or the pain that you're feeling about not being able to fully transform the situation. Okay, but there's deception and then feeling imprisoned, anxiety, or worried about going to prison because of a deception. Okay, yeah. But the kids are upright, so at least they're expressing themselves, and this is offering love. They could be trying to help their mother or father or somebody else. At work, they could be young people working or people at work who are acting like children. So they're okay in essence because they're upright, but they're still acting like little kids. You know, they're always complaining about stuff. So in the work capacity, they could be like that. There's some deception. This could be in the early morning hours if you go to work really early. Like you feel trapped because you don't like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It makes you crazy. All right. But the tower, there definitely could be some kind of sudden event, or it could just be an epiphany that comes up about the prisoner, about yourself being in prison, your own anxiety and fears, or someone else that you have an epiphany about that needs recovery or to be accepted back into the fold. Okay, so that's all Virgo stuff. And don't forget, the air signs are feeling defenseless to the energies. They're feeling vulnerable today. Like me, I haven't slept all night, so I feel a little vulnerable. Queen of Wands is reversed here for Capricorn, the false person, and the Princess of Discs, which is also reversed. So this all could be the same person, or they could be three separate people. So let's see what comes up for Capricorn. Why does Capricorn have the Queen of Wands reversed, and they all feel defenseless, the false person, and the Princess of Discs reversed? Okay, so there's three. Well, that's telling you there's three different people. And that could be... it could be a mom and two daughters. It could be a mom and their sister and a kid. It could be a grandmother, daughter, like 3 generations, all right, coming together. But none of them are good here. They're all feeling vulnerable. They're all feeling like they're suffering in silence. With the word being spread, and this could be one of their children talking about things they don't want them to talk about, or just word getting out about things they don't want out there. And it doesn't have to be all three of them that are suffering in silence, but at least somebody is. This person's not suffering in silence, or they are and they're just speaking their truth. This is working on aligning with their desires. And again, it comes up with the kids. Okay? But this is 3 generations of women in Capricorn here. So it could be, this could be a feminine working with 2 kids that are both feminine. They're all 3 coming up as feminine. So this could be a feminine working with 2 kids and coming together, or this could be another person, friends, who want to help out, but they can't identify with what you're going through. So you kind of leave them out and you just deal with your own children and the deception, or dealing with the very early morning hours. Okay? Maybe because you have to get up for work very early. So that's what's coming up there. So really the deception is just not being able to be real with the people around you, your children, your friends, because they won't understand. feeling defenseless. Gemini, the Tower, there you go. So who had the Tower? Well, one of the earth signs had the Tower. I think it was Virgo, could be Taurus though. The Tower comes up with the pathway and the Temperance card, which is upright. So this is good. This is like a higher love. It's about peace and balance and having patience on your path. With this could be a sudden explosion though, or it could be sudden epiphanies on the pathway, and being a patient angel. Okay, amidst all this craziness as well. So this is Gemini. Let's see why Gemini has this. Could be sex as well. Could be an orgasm. Why does... For the air signs, we have the 8 of Pentacles. So people working, doing something creative with their hands, aligning with their desires, getting their ducks in a row, doing paperwork, all that kind of stuff. So why does Gemini have these issues here with the Tower and the path? It actually looks pretty good. All right, so this is very positive energy for the feminine energy, but this is more negative. The Emperor reversed can be out of control, abusive, but he also can be an ego death and purging. Okay, so either way, they could be freaking out, pushed to their emotional limits, so he could be having a temper tantrum and exploding, or he could be crying in ego death. And there's someone there to comfort them. So this could be Gemini comforting a father, or an older lover, uncle, grandfather, whatever it is, or vice versa, where this is the masculine dealing with possibly a child around them who's trying to help. Okay, but then we have the Temperance card reversed, which is the opposite of what's out there. So this is going up and down. So someone's been losing their temper. So maybe Gemini is not losing their temper. They're being a patient angel. And then because this one is losing their temper, they have to be the one that is strong. Okay, and finding peace together. Okay, they could be working out their wounds. It could be father, daughter wounds that you need to work out, Gemini. That's what it is up top. You're working it out, as opposed to it's not working out. You and your father, or whoever this man is, are working it out. 2 of Cups reversed for Libra. Thoughts, possibly of the feminine, could be somebody else. And then we have Success, which is like the 6 of Pentacles. So it's that balanced, shared relationship. Okay? But it's not here. There's a disconnect, a breakup, not seeing eye to eye. Whether it's their feminine, the karmic, parent, a sister, whoever it is, it's an imbalanced relationship. This is balanced, but this is a breakup. Maybe they feel balanced. Now there's a breakup, and now the masculine's thinking about the feminine, okay? Because they broke up from an imbalanced relationship already, which is what they're doing is working. So they're aligning with their desires and what they really want. Let's see what else comes up for Libra. Take a deep breath, you guys. Libra, why does Libra have these cards? All right, so again, these 2 come up. So suffering in silence, not wanting to deal with friends who may have really good intentions, but they won't understand what you're going through. Okay, so it's the same thing as Gemini. Okay, but aligning with just aligning by yourself, expressing your truth when you need to, and thanking them for coming, but, you have to do this yourself. Okay, so it's the same with the kids at home. It's like doing the work while amidst other energies. It's really hard to do. And this is more relates to the masculine than the feminine, but it can be a feminine energy as well, because this came up for Capricorn as well with the 3 generations of women. So this could be mother and 2 kids, and that can represent these 3 as well. Okay, so some deception there as well. Yep, so it definitely could be, a breakup and then thinking about somebody new, or a breakup and now they're balanced. They may be thinking about that same person again or somebody else. But either way, they're working on aligning with their true desires. So it's good. Then we have Aquarius. And this is that energy of being uncomfortable inside yourself because you're not walking away. You're doing the work while you're around other people's energies, the community. All right. And then we have the High Priestess, not using your intuition. Make sure you use your intuition in every day and every moment, so you are present to whether you are using your intuition or not. So you can feel and know who you're dealing with, by paying attention to what your body's telling you. To be discerning when you meet people, okay? And not just allow anyone to take you in, because you want to make sure that they're trustworthy. This is someone feeling very accepted by the community, but they're not. They're uncomfortable. They're not using their intuition. Okay? So let's see what else is coming up with Aquarius. With this, it's like a new work situation that you're uncomfortable with. Okay, it's coming up again. Same thing. A new situation where you may be home with kids as opposed to being at the office. You may have changed the way you're working and not quite comfortable because you now have to work around kids, and it's not as easy for you. Okay, so it's the same thing. So all the air signs have that same energy. They all can be related as well. Just use your intuition, guys. Also, this could be for Aquarius about this, a secret being out or a secret passion. So you left the community because it was very uncomfortable and went to work at home. This is for Aquarius. This is for Cancer, the Six of Cups, the children in the garden, the mature woman, and oppression. So this could be a mother feeling oppressed by having to take care of their children, or it could be the divine feminine feeling oppressed in the twin flame journey. It also can be a mother of someone who feels oppressed within the twin flame journey, or a grandmother, aunt, whatever it is. But for all the water signs, we have the Seven of Pentacles at the top, which is all about reaping rewards of your efforts. It's not rich, you're only halfway through the cycle there, but you have enough to temporarily take a break or have time to decide how you want to implement that money somewhere else, or that time, energy, whatever it is. So let's see with Cancer. All right, we have the oppression. So why? Why does Cancer feel oppression? All right, we've got it again. Different this time, though. This is the 10 of, I guess the other one was 9. This is the 10 of Swords. So it's a painful ending. It could just be back pain, getting massages, acupuncture, chiropractor, whatever it is. Also can just be that painful ending, betrayal, but it's a painful ending. The Hermit reversed, over isolating, but now coming out. It also can be mental disease, so parents who have issues or that people think you're nuts, which we all know about that, right? Then we have the Two of Cups, though, coming together. This was similar to the Aries, I think it was, or Leo, where they're coming in to propose and make things better, right the wrongs. Okay? But be careful about this marriage here. It's like an all-boys club here. It could be a formal religion. So make sure it's what resonates with you, that you're not being pushed into anything because you want them to like you. Okay? Make sure you stay sovereign. That's the point. When you're around someone who's trying to control you. Okay? This person could be still going through some purging or feeling pushed to their emotional limits. And they could be a fallen angel too, right? They may not be ready. Remember that you want to get to a peaceful place, not this. He could just be going through ego death as well. So just be discerning, be present. All right, so that is for Cancer again. I just want to show you that again. So it definitely could be a masculine coming forward to a feminine, okay? But the feminine may feel oppressed by what they're offering, okay? So know that you can reap the rewards of what you, like, especially the feminine is on their own right now and they're very comfortable, and the masculine's coming in and proposing something that's all about what they want to do and nothing about what the feminine wants. That might feel oppressive, okay? Then we have Scorpio. It doesn't have to be a masculine coming in either, too. It can be, someone offering some kind of contract for work or something else, a partnership. So it doesn't have to be a masculine. It can be anybody coming in. But whatever the offer is, you feel oppressed by it. Scorpio. The 8 of Swords. So feeling like your hands are tied, feeling anxiety, feeling fear, actually being in prison, okay, or feeling like your house is a prison or you're in the big house. But here we have gain. This is the 9 of Discs. You might have this waiting for you when you get out, or you thought this was going to be great. This is being sovereign. Like you're independent here. But are you really, if you can't afford this house? It's like you may be fine, but you may have inherited a house that you can't afford. You feel imprisoned by it, or you're literally in prison and you have all this, but you can't enjoy it because you're in prison. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the house there for Scorpio. feeling more independent, but still having some anxiety. Maybe living with other people could bring up anxiety as well if you have a new situation. Or worried if you have to leave a job. Are you going to be okay for the time being where you are? Or is the house, the expenses there, going to kill you? All right, Scorpio, why? Why do you have these cards? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio is feeling a little bit weak. Or just, this could be ego death as well. Needing the courage, needing the strength to make a move possibly. And save money. Holding on loosely, not being afraid to spend, but being very practical, balanced and moderate. And this could be under the radar as well. Or feeling like a failure, right? If you didn't get the job that you wanted, and now what do? Did you quit before you got the job? That kind of energy. Or you got excited and then it may have fallen through, but then not. It may just be all done under the radar and you're getting exactly what you want. So just don't go into the fear, just stay present. You're good either way. This is about not settling this time. Not bored, letting go for what you actually want and not settling this time. But just keeping under the radar. This can definitely be going for a new job. Okay? But needing the strength and the courage to just don't worry about it. Save money, make sure you got something to spare just in case. And just keep your thoughts to yourself until you're ready to make that change. Okay, just waiting. It's like Scorpio's just waiting for the opportunity. Okay. All right. Pisces, temperance, patience, balance, a higher love, and the gift of that, and the valor of standing up for yourself and others. Maybe someone's giving you the gift by finally standing up for you when they didn't before. Could definitely be a higher love, something being presented to you. This could definitely be a ring here. Someone may not have a lot to offer, but what they do have, they want to offer you. So let's see what's coming up for Pisces. Okay, this is beautiful. This is definitely can be a marriage, a small wedding, and true happiness. But there may be some sacrifice that's needed. Okay, maybe some over-isolation. Because maybe someone was doing this and now they're coming in and changing all that. So again, it's the same, where they're coming in to make all this better again. This could be a work situation. This could be a church situation, anywhere really. A place of creation, of arts, artworks, anything like that. School. But it also can be coming together for a partnership or proposing. You know, especially with the Hierophant coming in. Could be any kind of contracts or commitments. But definitely there can be marriage here. After having gone through all this, you're not crazy. I'm here and connecting, okay? And don't forget to be sovereign. Not to settle for less than what you're worth. And you also have to accept them for who they are and what they're worth, okay? So it goes both ways. Don't forget that. So that's everybody. So we have the Queen of Swords left here on the bottom as we end. Gaining clarity and then speaking that truth, okay? And this could be that near-death situation. It could be people holding on to life. It could be not allowing the changes to happen, but now getting some more information and now able to present that information and your truth. So again, we have the Journey, the Three of Pentacles reversed, and then the Queen of Swords talking about the issues at work on the journey. So just reiterating what we had down here for everybody now that you've heard all the information. No more worry. Okay, this is being accepted back into the fold, recovering whatever injury, practical money, whatever it is. But we're not quite there yet. This is incompletion. It is the Four of Wands, so it could be a move or an end of a marriage or the end of a party that was planned, or it's just the party's over now. The party's over. All right, but with the Prince of Swords and then the happy family, so it could be emotional fulfillment or it could be the sham fam. All right, so spreading the word about the happy family, but it doesn't really look happy here, okay? So it's not real. And we had the Three of Pentacles reversed in the underlying energy in the other deck as well. All right, so we have imprisonment again, Whether you're in jail or feeling anxiety, imprisoned by a house, which came up in the read, or worried about getting your job, and then getting unexpected income or an occupation. So it looks good. Okay, so unexpected income, so that's good. Stop worrying, because this is what blocks you. Let go of that. Sorry about that. So the fear and anxiety, the stress, all of that stuff is what blocks you from getting what you want. So it's about redirecting your thoughts onto something that's working well for you. Instead of worry doesn't no one any good, okay? It's all fear. You're either in fear or love. If you're not in love, you're in fear, and vice versa. And if you're in fear, you don't want to be there. You want to be in love. Fear is all ego-based. The only reason you need ego is so that you don't jump off the bridge, but otherwise you need to let go of that ego stuff. Don't worry, okay? It's about having faith. All right. So now we get to these cards here. So we end up here with the Five of Pentacles, you know, feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, fired, kicked out, left because you couldn't handle it anymore, or you just came out of the hospital with crutches, so you're injured. So some kind of physical disability. So we have first, this is somebody might have tripped and fell, okay? This can also be just tripping up and making a mistake, but then learning to break the patterns so that you can then correct them going forward. Dropping the facade, not being false anymore, because this could be a pretender, it's a performer. Okay? So it's allowing yourself to make a mistake, it's okay. It's like, don't worry, don't get on yourself because you got fired. You were supposed to go through that. There was a reason for it. And just take it as a lesson that you learn, you know. Most of our parents have told us that, you know, some of their greatest things came out of the mistakes that they made. So never be afraid of that. Then we have the Magician, you see, because out of your mistake comes something wonderful. Then you can manifest from that. Whether it's at night or howling at the full moon. Also can be the false light. So we have, when's the full moon coming up? Is it like, what's today? I think it's a week away, the 13th, I think someone said. That was confirmation, I guess. Okay, so we have the moon energies there. So it's very much about the subconscious. So allowing the subconscious to come up to the consciousness to release the wounds is how you clear yourself and then come into manifestation. Then we have the Hierophant reverse, which can be all about spirituality, thinking outside the box. This is where inventions come from. It's also about breaks in contracts and commitments, so divorces and things like that. Also could just be a Taurus reversed. We have Cancer here, and Virgo, Gemini, Aries actually for me can be that. Depends. Being present, so important. Be present in the moment so you can always come back to balance again in 0 point. And shine your light, healing, always dreaming, and helping the planet, all right? Being that higher love wherever you go, transmuting the negative energies and sending love to the waters and to the ground. All right, and wherever there's imbalances to help them correct, allow yourself to fall and make mistakes. Fall on your face, fall from grace. This is lacking faith. It's not about punishing yourself, it's just about being in the present moment so that you can bring yourself right back again. It's okay. And being on that quest. On the quest for your dreams. For everything you've ever dreamed of, for emotional fulfillment, that it's real. You just have to be good to yourself. To be the King of Pentacles, the Master of Manifestation. And then we have that with the King of Cups, where they're both upright here today. But in the read, this guy was reversed. The King of Pentacles was upright, but he was reversed. But he can come up as the Emperor as well. So he may have alcohol issues or just emotional detachment issues or manipulation issues. Any of that stuff can come up with him reversed. So alcohol was definitely coming up today, though. And then we have, so the two of them are standing side by side now. Maybe they could be competing with each other. So it could be brothers, partners, friends, but they're always competing with each other. That may be their wound, that they were raised that way to pin. The father may have pinned them against each other. So there's like a mental illness because of this. over isolating, anxiety, fears, worries, about not winning. And this causes you to isolate because you have a fear of going out into the world, because then you need to compete and win. You don't want to do that anymore, right? There you go, the win, the victory. This is about also getting back on the horse again after over-isolating. Don't get down on yourself for having over-isolated. If you needed that time out, you just needed it. So then just get back on the horse when you're ready, and don't compete. Do what you love, right? So people, when you play football, baseball, whatever professional sports, if you would do it even if you didn't get paid, those are the people who should be playing the game, because they just love it no matter what. That's how you win, by doing what you love. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. The end. All right, that's it, you guys. Make sure to drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, and rise and be loved. Bye.